with the allegation levied against Abba Kyari and his relationship with Hush Puppy. Of course, nobody will trust him. Like they always say, that it's innocent. One is innocent until proven guilty. But with what himself has said concerning his relationship, the money that exchanged hands, whether he did it because of a cloth that is sold for him or whatever, but that alone again are raising a lot of questions, and people will tend to believe that if this kind of person can be mingling with such a person, then what do you expect? The Inspector General of Police Intelligence Response Team, under the then leadership of the Abba Kyari, a Deputy Commissioner of Police, extorted at least 1 million naira each from 7 suspected members of the indigenous people of Biafra. Sahara reporters has learned. The 7 suspects were among over 50 persons arrested from the southeast during various raids. Sahara reporters learned that the Ipob suspects were raided by the Kyari-led team between March and June 2021, whisked away to Abuja, and were detained at the former Federal Special Anti-Robbery Squad headquarters, Abuja, notoriously known as Abattoir. Sahara reporters gathered from one of the lawyers handling the case of the detainees that the police team under Kyari extorted between 1 million naira and 1.5 million naira each from the suspects, later freed. It was learned that those who could not afford the bribes remained in cells, including 4 married women. The women's names are given as Mrs. Maria Eze Diallo, arrested in Owerri, Imo State in March 2021 and transferred to IRT Abuja. Mrs. Ngozi Umeadi, a nursing mother, arrested at a hospital in Onitsha, Anambra State, where she was receiving postpartum care. Mrs. Ngozi Dave, arrested in Lagos State, and Mrs. Ifeyiwa Ebole, who was arrested with her husband, Cletus Ebole. Sahara reporters learned that the IRT under Kyari, who is now suspended over a probe linking him to Syria internet fraudster Ramon Abbas alias Hush Puppy, coordinated the mass arrest of Southeast residents under the guise of Ipob members with 3 other top police officers. The officers are identified as CP Abutu Yaro, in charge of the Imo State Command, DCP Kolo Yusuf of the Special Tactical Squad and Tactical Intelligence Unit, and 1 DIG Tijani Baba of the Directorate of Force Intelligence Bureau. The Southeast residents were all raided and arrested by the Kyari's team as Ipob suspects and detained without access to families or lawyers until some of them were taken to an area court in Abuja and granted bail. Emeka Umegbelasi, leader of the International Society for Civil Liberties and Rule of Law, a civil rights organization based in Anambra State, told Sahara reporters. 9 remanded survivors are citizens Anthony Mba, Vincent Kalu, Iliogbechuku, Ikeji, Ezike Chukwebuka, Victor, Bede Obizwe Uchenna Ugo, Okeke Boniface, Enumo Vitos, and Okechukwu Ugugo. At abduction, their mobile phones were seized, leading to electronic disappearance of the victims' bank deposits and tracking down of their friends, business associates, in-laws, and relatives, numbering dozens who were abducted, he added. Inter-Society was also reliably informed that 7 of the 24 survivors in that section of the IRC later left after each of them was forced to part with 1 million or 1.1 million naira, remaining 17 of them who could not afford the sum. The Inter-Society, in a report released on Tuesday and obtained by Sahara reporters, added that there are at least 80 uninvestigated and untried Southeast residents that have been taken away by the police since March 2021. The recent custodial killing of detained Igbo citizens was disclosed to Inter-Society by an activist and legal practitioner who is very conversant with the matter and has been following same. There are hundreds of others arrested, mainly in Imo State, under the direct supervision of CP Abutu Yaro, and handed over to DCP Abba Kyari's team for further interrogation and investigation in Abuja. Some may have been killed. Information about the women and others was received a few days ago after 15 days of the remaining survivors in that section were arraigned at an Abuja area court on August 2nd and remanded at Kefi in Nasarawa State. The report partly reads. Now Nigeria, now anything can happen. Anything goes. This country, this our country. Everyone is living by His grace. Everyone is living by His grace. Every now and then they will go and arrest. No interrogation, no investigation, nothing. We learned, we heard about a pregnant woman one time that was crying that her husband could not afford such an amount of money. I think it was even more than 1 million naira. That she could not afford it. The woman said it. So this is not even the first time we are hearing it. If Abba Kyari could have a relationship, that tight relationship with a hush puppy, what else do you expect? Abba Kyari is a terrorist. Abba, if this story is true, then this our Nigeria is finished. Of course, not today. You cannot treat your fellow human citizens like this and expect peace in the country. Even those perpetuating this act will not see peace. Nigeria has been long dead. He has a lot of questions to answer. One day for the thief, another for the owner. Super criminal and his terrorist team unleashed to Igbo land by Buhari and Fulani security chiefs. That is how God will open all your atrocities. Yes. It's really a pity that this super cop could be involved in this unexplainable mess. I think my sympathy for him is winding down on a daily basis. When the head is rotting, the entire body becomes bad. The Abba Kyari committed so much atrocities that which caused severe pain and suffering to the innocent. No wonder God handed him to the FBI, from whose vice grip his Oga cannot save him. God's action was in answer to the cacophony of voices of the murdered, the robbed, the unjustly detained, and so on. CIT will never be well with criminal robbers in uniform. Kyari is not different from the typical Nigerian police officer. He is mean, callous, dubious, and wicked. It's unfortunate. Those who no go no know, those who are victims will be able to tell the stories better. Not this one that we are hearing. Those who were really involved, those who paid the ultimate or the supreme price. Luckily, some of them survived. Some of them, majority might not even survive it.